everyone, Valerie here. While visiting my daughter, I had an urge to leave, and I told her I was leaving. And she said, "Why are you leaving?" And I said, "I have a journey I have to take." "Well, you can't go out there," she said. "It's cold and it's dark. It's nighttime." And I said, "I have to go." "Well, let me go with you," she cried. I said, "No, I have to do this alone." She stood there, her and her family, and watched me go out the door and leave. I walked out the driveway and down the dark road, no street lights, very few houses, and I was alone. And I took that journey down this long road. I walked, and I was cold. I didn't even have a coat on. And I walked for a long distance. And finally, I came to a store, and the lights were on inside, so I could see the lights through the window. And I went inside, and I noticed I had something in my hand. I was carrying a cloth bag with a drawstring. And inside the bag were some white boxes. They weren't wrapped, they were just shiny, white, clean boxes. And they had hemp rope wrapped around them like you would wrap a ribbon around boxes. And I was carrying these. And I come out of the store and I noticed a man was standing on by the doorway. And he had a coat on. It was a camel colored coat. And it was dirty and disheveled. You know, he was not the first person to wear that coat. It probably been passed around for many people over time. And that man was dirty and disheveled. His hair was all matted. He was probably in his 40s, but I don't think that was significant. His coat was long and it was opened, and he had a tattered sweater on underneath. But for some reason, I was not afraid of him. I was standing there, and he asked me if he could help me. And I said, "I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'm going." And he said, "Let me go with you." And I trusted him. He looked kind, even though he was dirty and filthy, and he wore a tattered coat that was worn and dirty. He had kind eyes, and I knew I could trust him. And so we walked together down this dark road, a road that had no lights and no cars traveling, and I was cold, and I saw snowflakes. Nothing landed or stayed on the ground, but I saw the flakes. And he walked beside me, and he took the bag I was carrying with the white boxes, and he carried them for me. And we walked a long time, and I was worried because I didn't know where I was going. And he didn't know either. He just took me with him, or he followed with me, walked beside me. And we walked a long, long time, and I was tired. And he said, "Wait, I know where we can stay for the night." And we were walking toward what my previous home was, toward that area, or not that area, but toward that. We were a long, long way, miles and miles and miles away, hundreds of miles, but we were walking in that direction of home, I think that's. And we were walking, and we came to a place after he said he knew a place where we could stay the night, and we walked by a river bank. I saw the river flowing, and he led me to a place on the bank, and he asked me to sit down and join him after a hard journey, to rest a while. And I sat down, and I looked as I was sitting, and he was sitting on a dirty mattress, it was so filthy. And I said, I can't sit there. And he had extended his arms and urged me to sit beside him. And I said, no, I can't sit there. It's dirty, it's filthy. And he said, please sit down. And I sat down, and the dirt didn't matter. It felt good, but I was so cold still. And even though my legs weren't tired now because I was sitting beside him, he took his coat off, and it was dirty, and I kind of shivered, but he put it around me, and it kept me warm. He went without a coat to put it around me. And then he wrapped his arms around me because he saw that I was still not warm enough. And nearby, there was somebody else. I heard the voice of another man nearby that I didn't notice before. And the man said to him, hey, did you get your kidney yet? Did you get your new kidney yet? And he put his head down. He said, no. And that whole story that I just told you from the beginning was a dream I had. And I want you to know that it is full of symbolism. Everything from the white boxes to the journey, the homeless man, the dirty mattress, even his matted hair, the riverbank. The direction we were going was where my home used to be. All of it is symbolizing a journey that not only myself, but all of us take in our lives. And the comfort that that man gave me, walking beside me and staying with me, giving me his coat, that symbolizes my spirit guide. After I had that dream, and that dream was told to me by a woman a month earlier. She said, you are going to have a dream in a month's time. It's going to give you a message. And honestly, I thought about it a little bit through the time, but I thought, how this is silly. How am I going to get a dream? You know that it was 29 days exactly after she told me that I would have a dream, that I had that detailed, ongoing dream. Easy to remember. It was not fragmented. It was a story. And I did have that dream, and it had a great message to me. And the reason I'm telling you that dream is because all of us have a spirit guide. I sent that woman that dream in an email, and she came back and she said, it's simple. It's your spirit guide, showing you that no matter what choices you make, they are sometimes not the right choices in your mind. Maybe you could have made better ones, but you made them because it's your experience and your journey. But I am always with you. That spirit guide or angel or whatever you want to call it, guardian angel, it doesn't matter. Labels mean nothing. It's just the intention and the idea. All of us have spirit guides and guides that are with us always and will be there to help us when we have issues or we have troubles or we can't decide what to do. Pay attention. I wished I had have known this, because since that I've had so many things happen to me that had I paid attention to that dream, I could have avoided so many things. And it's okay though, because my spirit guide was with me and is still with me. And from now on, and as of yesterday, that dream came back to me and showed me that I have someone, I have a guide, I have someone to comfort me and to help me and to be with me when I make choices in my life. And now I'm going to pay much more attention. And maybe I can foresee things before they happen. But as it's turning out, since that, I've had some crazy choices that I've made, but things always turn out for the good. There's always good in everything. And you will always have your guide, you'll always have your angel, whatever you want to call, that helper or comforter or whatever that is with you. You will never ever be without some guidance or help. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.